So, Anthony, as you said, Champaign is seeing an influx of stray and lost cats in town. So what do you do if you see one of these cats around? Well, CatSnap is actually one of the organizations that is taking action to make a difference in the community. So joining me today, Katie Hollenbeck, a familiar face to the morning show, joining me today. So, Katie, tell us a little bit about this time of year. You see a lot of these stray and even feral cats.
Yeah, so there's a difference between stray and feral cats. Stray cats generally were someone's pet at one point, but they were either lost or abandoned, but they have contact with humans in their past. Feral cats typically have not had any contact with humans, and they're very scared, and generally you don't see them unless it's like nighttime, and those cats are a little bit, I guess, not as friendly, so.
And why is this time of year kind of an influx for those cats?
So you see a lot of strays now. It's warming up. A lot of times the stray and feral cats have not been fixed. And so they're breeding, and there's litters of kittens being born. And so the stray cats can give birth to litters that then become feral because then they have no contact with humans. And so you're seeing all these kittens now, and it's what's known as kitten season. I think we had like 18 kittens at our last adoption event, which is sad, but they all came from stray or feral cats. So.
And when these cats are kind of unsocialized, what does that do for their future?
A lot of times it's hard to get feral cats adopted. So what we do is we do a trap, neuter, release program. So the feral cats and even strays are trapped, they're taken to be spayed or neutered, and then they're either adopted out if they're nice strays, or they're released back into the community where they originally came from if they're ferals. And then they can live long, full lives, even as an outdoor cat, but strays have a harder time doing that. So that's why we like to get those guys adopted.
And I know you're mentioning that some people, have a tendency to feed the cats they see, but what should they actually be doing?
So feeding the cats is okay. If you're going to feed them, you probably should get them spayed or neutered just so they're not repopulating. But a lot of times if you do see a stray or feral cat, generally strays have belonged to somebody, so I highly recommend calling animal control just to see if that cat has a microchip or if it belongs to somebody. Somebody might be looking for a long-lost pet. We have a lot of people even now on social media or people, posting flyers looking for their lost cats. So.
And who do we have joining us today? Tell me his story.
This is Eric. Eric and his brother Philip were actually strays, and they were trapped by our cat trapper Linda, who's a cat trapping extraordinaire. And he's actually a stray. He's very friendly, and he's looking for a home with his brother. So cats like this, strays like Eric and Philip, they can get adopted. So just because they're very nice.
So you guys, in general, you want to make sure you call animal control if you have a situation. If you see a stray cat or a feral cat, that's what you want to do. So, Katie, thank you so much for joining me today. Awesome job. And you guys, I want to mention that CatSnap is going to be at Pounds for Pets tomorrow in the WCIA back parking lot. Katie, she's been a familiar face on the morning show, and they are very excited to get help from Central Illinois. So help cats like Eric. Join us tomorrow in the parking lot from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. I'll be there and very excited to help local animal organizations in the area. So, Anthony, I'm going to toss it back to you, but Alex Corradetti, live in Champaign, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Guess what, Alex? The weather tomorrow, it's perfect. Get it? All right.
You're not kidding, Anthony.
Here you go. Thank you so much.